We all love a good plot twist, the kind that makes you sit up, rewind, and rethink everything you just watched. But not all twisty films get the recognition they deserve. Here are some underrated gems that pack a serious surprise punch, leaving you stunned and thoroughly entertained. White Rush. Everything about this movie feels weak, and it's hard to argue with its IMDb score. A group on vacation stumbles upon the aftermath of a drug deal. They take the equipment and decide to sell it themselves. As a comedy, this sounds like a decent starting point. As a thriller, less so. The storytelling is bad, the plot lacks any real direction, and nothing really works. Taylor Sheridan can't really be blamed for this, since he only has an acting role as Tug.
Why I trust you, honey? Because if you were to run, I'd find you.
Let's go! Hey, down! You turned your back on him. Down for a cop. Come on!
I swear if you fuck me.
Vile. 4 friends are kidnapped and locked in a room with 6 strangers. They each have a device attached to them and can only escape by inflicting pain on one another. They only have 22 hours to escape or they'll die. After one horrific killing, they decide they need a plan. But can they stick to it as the clock ticks down? Described by critics as a terrible Saw ripoff, the movie was Sheridan's directorial debut. It was also something he would probably like to forget.
Chemicals that we need are only produced when the body tells the brain that it is in trouble. Pain will be your only way out of this house.
There are 9 of us, okay? And I'm thinking if we split it up, it might not even be that bad.
I think we're gonna have to be a little rougher than that.
Without Remorse. Based on Tom Clancy's 1993 novel of the same name, this movie follows a group of U.S. Navy SEALs on their way to Aleppo to rescue a CIA operative. Michael B. Jordan delivers a star-making performance in this action-packed thriller. Since Sheridan was one of the lead writers for this movie, which audiences have described as dated, bland, and just plain boring, a cardinal sin for an action movie based on the legendary Tom Clancy franchise, he shares some of the blame for its spectacular failure. Apparently, not all of this goose's eggs are golden.
Senior Chief Kelly, it appears you have a common enemy with the United States.
They took everything from me. My family. I got nothing left.
Those Who Wish Me Dead. Angelina Jolie stars in a thriller that has a 90s vibe with a Taylor Sheridan twist. He didn't appear in this movie, but wrote, produced, and directed it. Hannah Jolie is a smoke jumper who hasn't gotten over her failure to save 3 teenagers and a colleague in a forest fire. When a series of suspicious deaths occur, she must put aside her guilt and self-doubt and defeat a group of assassins. It's tense, gripping, and will have you on the edge of your seat.
You in trouble?
My dad said if anything happened, I should find someone I could trust. Are you someone I can trust?
Hell or High Water. Sheridan wrote and had a cameo in this neo-western. 2 brothers try to save the family ranch by committing bank robberies. The strength of the film lies in its quality writing and great acting by Chris Pine and Ben Foster. Nominated for 4 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, the film is a lesson in how to create a character-driven narrative.
Mama, in that been a while?
3 months.
Bank breathing down her neck.
Everybody get on the ground!
Y'all been here for a while?
Long enough to watch the bank getting robbed. Has been robbing me for 30 years.
How'd you manage to stay out of prison for a year? It's been difficult.
Tell them to stand up!
These boys know exactly what they're doing. They're trying to raise a certain amount, that's my guess.
Wind River. Written and directed by Taylor Sheridan, this is a neo-western mystery thriller. Corey Lambert is a tracker for the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. After a murder on the Wind River Indian Reservation in Wyoming, he uses his skills to help the FBI investigate. But things are much more complex than first thought.
Should we wait for backup?
This isn't the land of backup, Jane. This is a land of you're on your own.
Oh my God.
You won't get the answers you're looking for, no matter what you find.
Why would your daughter run from home?
I don't know why. He didn't tell me.
12 Strong. Sheridan has a small role in this movie about U.S. Special Forces, starring Chris Hemsworth. Based on real events, it tells the story of the first U.S. deployment to Afghanistan after 9/11. It's handled well and is generally a decent movie without any fear of being labeled a blockbuster.
Every step we take is going to be on a minefield from 100 different wars.
Odds are we're not all going to make it out of this one.
If we don't take that city, World Trade Center is just the beginning.
We're teaming up with the general of the Northern Alliance that we know nothing about. General, you show me exactly where we're going.
Over the mountains. We take horses.
All right, who's ridden before, anyone?
Summer camp when I was 9.
Spring break, but I was pretty hammered.
Sicario, Day of the Soldado. Written by Sheridan, this is the sequel to Sicario. The U.S. government is trying to start a war between Mexican drug cartels that they believe are involved in smuggling terrorists across the border. It's all action and follows a strong, cohesive plot. Some violent scenes that are hard to watch, but by no means gratuitous.
The president's adding drug cartels to the list of terrorist organizations.
You can understand how that will expand our ability to combat them.
You want to see this thing through? I'm going to have to get dirty.
Dirty is exactly why you're here.
You're gonna help us start a war.
With who?
Everyone.
Sicario. Written by Sheridan and starring Josh Brolin, Benicio del Toro, and Emily Blunt, this is an action thriller directed by none other than Denis Villeneuve. An FBI special agent, Blunt, tries to take down a powerful Mexican drug cartel in a supercharged plot that's perfectly paced. It's a roller coaster ride from start to finish, and some of the action shots are cinematography at its finest.
Every day across that border, people are killed with his blessing. To find them would be like discovering a vaccine.
Nothing will make sense to your American ears.
But in the end,
You will understand.
Spotter vehicle, left lane.
get your weapon out.